Hey.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
All the friends, followers, listeners, and people that just accidentally fell upon us because you hit the wrong button. Welcome to a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
You're who?
I'm Chris.
There you go. Yeah.
Chris Macho.
I didn't hear you. Chris Macho. and I'm Neil Faye. We're going to talk two movies that are out there in the wonderful streaming world. Oh, not streaming world. These are both movies at the theater.
Yeah, but one's streaming.
No, Cry
one's...
Macho. Cry Macho.
Cry
Macho is. Yeah. So the first one we're going to talk about is the 115-year-old Clint Eastwood.
I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or only 5? Well, to tell you the truth, in all this excitement, I've kind of lost track myself. But Ian, this is a 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, and would blow your head clean off. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Yeah.
Of course, that's this is the first movie we've done with Clint Eastwood and the whole 188 episodes.
Yeah. Well, I don't think.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, I think the last movie he did, we didn't see that one he did about the
Mule. Mule was the last one.
No, I thought there was one before that. Richard Jewell.
Was it? Okay. But anyway, also in this movie, the great country rock star himself, Mr. Guitar and Cadillacs, Dwight Yoakam.
See, I work construction. I build things. Do you understand how important that is to the world, Frankie? I don't know if y'all realize the pressure a man like me's got on him. Well, the upshot is I'm going to be spending a lot more time here. We're going to all get along like a family should. I might even surprise you, honey, and pop the question.
It's not a surprise he pops the question. Oh, Siesta Cerveza.
Yeah, mine's a Siesta Cerveza from Wellington Brewery. That's the beer I'm drinking.
Siesta Cerveza.
Oh man, yeah, Cerveza. That's what I'm sorry. It's from Tulsa here.
Are you gonna get fucked up on the? Oh, well, you always do.
This is gonna get fucked up. Yeah, I didn't know how high this was. I just saw that it was from Tulsa, and I was like, hey, I'll give it a try. Also, who's the other person I put? Was it Fernando Yarrario?
You want me to pronounce it for you? It's for where is it?
Fernando.
Fernanda, Yahoa? Fernanda Yahoa?
None of us is who we were before. And I didn't stop that from happening. That was my job. And now I think it's too late. It's too late to make things right.
This also stars Eduardo as Minette, Natalia Travin as Marta, and I think that's all. Go ahead.
Yeah. And the other thing was I didn't even talk about was Dwight Yoakam. You know how hard it was to find a scene for him that wasn't racial, said words that you cannot say today. Like I took that clip from Sling Blade, and literally I watched maybe half that movie trying to find just that little 30-second clip where he doesn't, and I don't mean to offend by saying this word. He says the word retard, and he says so many other words, derogatory terms, gay people, and stuff like that constantly in that movie. and every other movie he has too, he's always the redneck bastard playing some, which is weird because he seems like the nicest guy. And that's the thing, about heels or bad guys in films. Usually in real life, they're really so nice.
Like Andre the Giant, right? Like he was a heel, but he was like your buddy.
He was a heel at the end, and he did not like any of that. He hated being a heel. He's the nicest kind of shine. But anyway, this movie is on HBO Max. It's at the movie theaters. Mm-hmm. It is Cry Macho is the first movie we'll be doing. Now, the second movie, which we're going to talk about a lot at the end of this, because I couldn't go see it here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which the last 20 minutes of this movie takes place in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I couldn't see it anywhere. And I'll give you my whole idea.
Your conspiracy on that.
Yeah. When we get to that point, and this movie is starring the one, the only, the beautiful Jessica Chastain.
I gotta watch you die all over again.
What you talking about?
I gotta find you lying in a pool of your own blood. Drag your damn body to my car. Drive you down to the hospital, your throat cut from ear to ear.
You do that?
I'm not doing it again.
That's from Wallace. Maybe it's not talked about enough. I think it's like Wallace.
No. I there a lot of her movies. Going through them all when I was looking for clips, I was just like, man, she was in so many really good movies, like Interstellar. She was in Zero Dark 30, Molly's Game.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, It Chapter 2.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Chapter 1 was obviously the better of the two. Nothing against her or her acting.
She's just got these. She's amazing and gorgeous, and everything about her is awesome. So.
Oh yeah. And Interstellar, Mama. Remember Mama?
Yeah, I remember Mama.
The horror movie?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that movie. All right. Also, counterparting her, playing Jim Baker, he's not so nice. He was the first one, but he had to be the second one.
But he was the amazing. He was
the amazing one,
yeah.
Mr. Andrew Garfield.
Okay, there you go. You okay? You all right?
Just Spider-Man.
Costume gets it away, huh? Look, this is pretty important, Max.
How do you know my name?
It's written on your badge.
I'm a nobody.
Hey, you're not a nobody. You're somebody. Look that. All right, listen to me. Now I need you. You're my eyes and ears out here. All right?
All right.
Stay out there.
Yeah, that's when he met Jamie Foxx, who hasn't come over in that movie for some fucking reason.
Huh? Jamie Foxx hasn't called you?
No, he hasn't come over in that movie.
Oh yeah, because he was going bald, and it was a whole storyline.
Okay,
it's one of the reasons that ruined the second movie.
Okay.
But even though Jamie Foxx and Andrew Garfield was amazing in that movie,
yeah,
because it was the Amazing Spider-Man, Mr. Andrew Garfield. Also, Cherry Jones.
A room with no light.
What was that?
Cherry Jones.
A room with no light, no heat, and stone walls scratched by the teeth and nails of desperate men driven crazy by isolation. You will have rats for company, and a small window that looks out on a world that has passed you by. Your parents will grow old and die, just like your dreams. Your friends will forget your name, tell your stories as their own, because what good is a story when the person who owns it has vanished?
Yeah.
And she's another person that was in so many amazing films. Yeah. Like, that's from Ocean's 12. She's in The Village. She's in Signs. I mean, she's in Wine Country. Gosh, so many. I'm trying to look through them because I know there's way more than just that. But then the actor that's in this movie that is nothing to the other ones, but let's just be honest, to us is one of the most amazing fucking actors in the entire galaxy.
Full Metal Jacket.
I was going to do that one, but I wanted to go with this one because he just did an interview yesterday saying how much he loved the dialogue from this show, and it was his favorite dialogue he ever got to read.
Who is it?
Vincent
D'Onofrio.
Thank you. I got to hear it once.
I've done things that I'm not proud of, Vanessa. I've hurt people, and I'm going to hurt more. It's impossible to avoid for what I'm trying to do. But this city isn't a caterpillar. It doesn't spin a cocoon and wake up a butterfly. The city crumbles and fades. Needs to die before it can be reborn.
Oh yeah, it's from Daredevil, the television show on Netflix, right?
Yeah, and by any means, anybody that plays the Kingpin from here on out in the MCU that's not Vincent, I do not feel good for. Well, the movie we're talking about is The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Yeah, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Very excited to talk about that one.
Oh, I am too. Because going in, I had a different perspective
I do too.
Of,
I mean, I've seen that. Look, I'm 35 years old, and they got, they convicted 89. So all my view of them is just either seeing them on TV with no reference, or just it's the scandal surrounding them. So like,
I met them at Summerfest.
How were you?
In Summerfest '88.
We'll talk about that later.
At the JCC. And by any means, I'm going to agree with you on that because I was like 9.
Yeah.
When everything went down and stuff like that. But same thing. It was just like I always saw that terrible image of her being what it is. And now that I did a deep dive, because I did a deep dive.
Yeah.
I mean, the last 24 hours, I've learned so much about Tammy Faye. And oh my gosh. I'm gonna share.
We'll get to it.
I'll share some stuff I saw.
Oh, so what Neil's gonna do is he's gonna do his Marvel, but with Tammy Faye. Probably.
It's not really going to be a spoiler because I'm going to talk about her real life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
going to talk about things because do you know who the documentary that movie is based off of?
2000.
Do you know who?
2000, right?
Yeah, it's from 2000, right? Do you know who the narrator for that documentary was?
RuPaul. Yeah.
That should tell you enough.
Yeah.
That should tell you enough what she did for the world.
So but we'll get to that. I don't want to. Neil teased it, but we'll talk about it. How is your week been?
First, tell them where we can be located.
Yeah, you can find us online. We suck.net. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/podcast. We're on Twitter, @EddieDS Podcast. We're on Instagram, @EddieDS Podcast. We are also on Patreon, patreon.com/suck. You guys want to throw a few bucks our way? We're not going to say no. We also have shirts on Bonfire. Bonfire.com.
The new one, which is the Paris of Oklahoma. I'm not going to say I got it from a Famous Friends episode, but I might have.
So go to bonfire.com, search Who's Done Something to Do, and you can find stuff like this beautiful shirt that Neil's wearing and tons of other cool shit. And then I think... Yeah, and we're all streaming platforms. And if you watch us on YouTube, go and subscribe. Watch the Facebook and like that page. And we're all streaming platforms. You're fucking listening to us on one probably right now. Or you download it.
Yeah. And to make sure to subscribe, give us those likes.
Yeah,
it doesn't take much.
We are starved of love. Likes. Go ahead and give us that love.
Yeah, and we don't overstock you. We don't send out 100 million things.
Oh yeah,
for
we
people
don't
to click on and stuff. We don't do that. I try not to do that with any of our pages anywhere because I know how annoying that can be.
Yeah. So.
All right. So our sponsor for today, or the business we're going to give a shout out to, I should say, is going to be the people who supplied my birthday supply,
right.
Our food for our day, for my Notre Dame versus Purdue game, or just Notre Dame kicked that Purdue ass. And that is the Naughty Pig. You think I said naughty, but no, I said naughty. It's Knotty, right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 6835 15th Street on Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now, these guys are only open Tuesday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
That's it. So,
but guess what, dude? Their ribs and their barbecue is so fucking good that they can do whatever they want because people are fighting over it, man.
Yeah.
Like I never heard of this place, and they're like, "We got you some barbecue because we figured barbecue football game."
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
drinking a bunch of. We drank 5 different Oktoberfest beers at my birthday. So they're like, we thought this would go hand in hand. I mean, let me just read you one review. Excellent food and a very friendly staff. The hot barbecue sauce that came in a small cup with pulled pork sandwich was good, but mixed with the hotter sauce on the table was even better. The great sandwich and the beer is to die for. I'm just saying, I ate half a slab of ribs and I didn't even need any sauce. What more can you say about a barbecue joint?
Yeah.
Dude? If you don't even need to dip it in some sauce, I'm telling you, I ate like I think a half slab myself.
Right.
And their hot links, oh dude, burnt the shit out of my throat.
Oh yeah.
I loved it though. Every moment of it though. It was great. So Naughty Pig, look them up. You can look them up at naughtypig.com.
All right. Is that it?
That's it.
How's your week been?
I mean, one, I had my birthday Saturday.
Yeah. So you spent half the week recovering then, right?
Yeah, oh my god, dude. We went to like I said, we did a Notre Dame game and all that. And then at halftime, everybody gave me their presents. I got some good vinyl records, including Grandson on vinyl, which I haven't even opened it yet, but I need to so I can listen to it. I got a great T-shirt. I got, like some.
You got
stuff.
something awesome coming, dude?
Yeah, I got what?
You got
something awesome
coming. You got something awesome coming.
Cool.
Yeah.
I will open it next week on the air if it gets here by then.
Oh, it'll be at your place by Saturday. So if you want to open it.
Okay, cool.
You want to open it,
I'm not going to open it until then. I'm not going to. No, dude. We always do this. We open it in front of each other.
Fine. All right.
That's what we do.
Okay.
That's what we do. Anyway, but the biggest gift I got is, and I love it. I was in so much shock. I don't think they know how much I loved it. Like, I'm going to WrestleMania.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm so excited for you.
I am going to fucking WrestleMania. And they gave me an option. They said I could have one ticket and go by myself and have like fucking, near front row because they were going to pay. They're basically giving me the money to buy the tickets when they come on sale.
Yeah.
Or I could have 2 tickets and have mediocre.
Yeah.
And so I messaged a friend of mine that's a wrestling friend, because to be honest, asking my friend Yates or asking Riley or any of them guys, they would have some fun going.
But you want someone who's a big wrestling fan.
Yeah. I want to be like, oh my God, remember him when he did this thing in 1994? And he, I want that guy. I want the guy to have a conversation with. And so I messaged my friend Topher, and I was like, hey, bro, I gotta know right now. Can you save up this amount of money to pay for at least half of your ticket for WrestleMania when it comes up?
Yeah.
He's like, what? And I go, I just got a whole care package to go to WrestleMania. Do you want to go? And he like, oh, fuck, man. Yeah, bro. Let's fucking do it, bro. Yeah. And I love him. Topher's a great guy. I love him. Next time you're down here, I'll make sure to have a party and invite Topher.
Okay.
But definitely... So, yeah, I'm going to WrestleMania. On top of that, what else?
Oh, dude, by the way, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I love my
family.
Guys,
didn't they pay for your hotel, too? Like a Holiday Inn or something?
Yeah, I got hotel accommodations that are already set up, which that's literally one of the biggest parts to WrestleMania is that you never have that. You never have it where you can, have, if you don't have the hotel, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And they got me gas cards, and they got me by any means, WrestleMania's paid for.
That's amazing.
No trouble.
That's amazing. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, I'm so happy about it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm over exhausted. I just found out I'm gonna be working all the Tulsa Fair for the radio stations I work for.
Yeah.
There's 2 bands that are going to be playing that I'm super excited that I get to see for free.
Okay, who's the first one?
The Youth of the Nation.
Oh, we are. POD, you're seeing POD?
POD! Right?
Yeah,
right?
Dude.
Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, Vanilla Ice. You're seeing Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice is coming. So is like Drew Hill, some country artists and stuff like that, but those are the 2 that I'm like, fuck yeah! I never got to see Vanilla Ice.
Well, what you see is Vanilla Ice doing rock and roll. He does have like a metal version.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care. He looks like a good dude. He got out of his douchebaggery time and he works on houses and stuff like that.
Suge Knight held him out over a balcony.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard a story. I saw a story on that.
VH1 behind music.
All right. So I've been making it all about me. Let's come back a little bit.
Oh,
how are you been doing, big guy?
I'm fine, dude. I haven't had much going on since last Thursday. Just working and seeing movies, and just being excited generally about life. Just life's looking good, lately.
Oh, I do have to say one thing real quick. I know we're going a little long on our personal shit.
Yeah.
So at the Scott Fest after the football.
Oh, I didn't mention. I'm sorry. I saw the Mountain Goats on Saturday. It's the first show I've been to. Yeah. It's a solo. Just John Daniel, but I went there Saturday in the Lawrence, dude. I had the best time, dude.
Where at? We're at in Lawrence.
It was at the Liberty Hall. Liberty Hall.
Oh yeah. I've been there several times. Yeah.
It's not that big, man. But
no. It's great though for good bands playing some good music.
It was just so heartening to be around people wearing masks. It was required, but it was so heartening to be in the crowd again, and hear them sing along with the songs. It just felt so good. So.
Oh yeah. Why do you think I've gone to all these events?
Yeah, dude.
After I got vaccinated, I'm like, open up the floodgates. I don't care. I'll wear a mask to all of them, and I do. I'll take pictures real quick where we got the mask off. But besides that, I wear a mask pretty much the whole time when I'm at these concerts, at these events.
I mean, especially if you're working for the radio station, they're like, you have to fucking wear a mask. I bet.
Yeah, there's some stuff there. Talking about the radio station, I got to tell you this quick story.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you look up on Google, no matter if it's on your phone, on a computer, whatever, if you look out what movie came out in 1992 and then hit images, there's a certain movie, and I'm not going to say the name because it's very derogatory. It's very bad. It is very, very, very bad. The name of it.
Oh, so look at what movie came out in 1992?
Yeah, okay. You said you got to put in what movie came out in 1992. Okay. You got to put in those exact words.
It already auto-filled for me.
All right. So I was doing that at the same time. I already had an edible. I've been drinking all day. And I guess my boss from the radio station was behind me. He's a good dude. I love him. I won't give out his name or anything like that. But great man. I've never had a bad thing.
By the way, I think they fixed that.
Did they?
Yeah.
All right. Here, I'll send it to you. Okay. What happens on mine. But anyway, so he came up behind me right when that happened, and I walked off because I didn't know he was behind me.
Yeah.
And then, like 10 minutes later, all my friends and family were like, "Hey, dude, your boss was behind you when you were looking at that." And I was like, "No, he wasn't." And yeah, sure enough, he was. And so I apologized to him like 13 times, and he's just like, "No, it's still the same thing on my freaking thing." No, I'm not going to show you on the camera. I'll send it to you.
Fine, fair enough.
Like again, it's still it's a very bad thing. But anyway, so I felt really embarrassed about that whole situation, and it's to you now. You should be able to look at it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So that's what was on my screen. Look it up, people. But are you ready to get into the movie? Let's get into Cry Macho.
Cry Macho, directed by the walking nutsack known as Clint Eastwood. Sorry. Okay, sorry. He's you guys don't know if you guys don't know him. Where you
He's
been?
The guy that yelled at a
chair. At a chair. But he's directed things. He's been directing movies for years. He's a pretty good director. He directed like what's the big ones? The fucking $1 Million Baby, Gran Torino, and American Sniper. If you want to talk about that,
I mean, he's Dirty Harry. Everybody, it's freaking it's Clint Eastwood.
Invictus, Letters from Iwo Jima, Flags for Our Fathers. Fucking Mystic River, dude. Mystic River.
Yeah. And not just that. I mean,
Unforgiven.
The guy is one
Unforgiven, dude.
He's been an actor since 1955. Was his first movie.
Dude, it's Unforgiven, dude. I can't talk enough about Unforgiven, dude. That's such a good movie.
Dude, one of the best. I guess it's not as modern day as I think it is because it's like 30 years now ago.
1972, but yeah, but it's. It's
Space Cowboys, $1 Million Baby.
Dude.
I mean, there's so many different In the Line of Fire. I mean, the guy just has some of the best movies.
This was written with his writing partner Nick Schenck, who also worked on $1 Million Baby and Gran Torino with them. And then it's also written by the actual guy who wrote the book Cry Macho by Richard Nash. And he has done a bunch of screenplays, but they're all old shit. Basically all old westerns.
Yeah.
But this stars as
Clint
Eastwood.
I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or only 5?
guess we can stop it there. I mean, I could play the whole thing, but do you feel like you do, you punk? It's also got Dwight Yoakam.
See, I work construction. I build things.
This works. And then it's also got Fernanda Urahoa.
None of us is who we were before.
That works. And then we also got I want to mention that Raffo, the one of the main characters, Eduardo Minette, and then Marta is played by Natalia Traven. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for this?
The storyline?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Oh, I'm on Clint Eastwood's page. I don't think he's going to have a storyline.
Yeah.
Maybe he will. Based on the book, Cry Macho stars Clint Eastwood as a one-time rodeo star and washed-up horse breeder who in 1978 takes a job from an ex-boss to bring the man's young son home and away from his alcoholic mom. Crossing rural Mexico on their way back to Texas, the unlikely pair faces an unacceptable challenging journey, during which the world-weary horseman may find his own sense of redemption through teaching the boy what it means to be a good man.
So, first off, I didn't know it was in 1976, like the whole fucking movie, 78, the whole movie. But I'm glad I do know now. But I think that Clint Eastwood was the wrong guy to play Mike, my main character.
I agree. And nothing against Clint Eastwood, because Clint Eastwood is Clint Eastwood. If it was Clint Eastwood
20 years ago?
10 years ago, 15 years ago?
20 years ago even? It would have been okay, but he's fucking like, he's got to be, like, in this, he's 100 years old, and, you know what it felt like? You remember when we saw The Irishman, right? And you saw Robert De Niro, they de-aged his face, and he went to go fight that dude as de-aged, you know?
Yeah.
No, this was the whole movie, but set with an old guy. Like, he's like 90, you know, like.
And again, I am not being, I'm not against Clint Eastwood doing anything.
Yeah.
I get it. He's 91, and I'm happy for him, man. He's a good bro. He's a good dude, but
I mean, get someone, Bradley Cooper, just someone substantially younger to play this role. And I think I would have bought it more, I think. Like,
right. And that's the thing. Like, I really wanted it to be a thing. I wanted to have a good time watching this and stuff like that. But the thing is, I just felt so bad. I felt so bad for Clint Eastwood. The entire movie, I was just like, why?
Yeah.
Why? You are so old, bro.
Yeah. And, I heard you've been trying to make this movie for like 20 years, which I get it, but I don't think he was right for the role. I think a lot of the movie was, it didn't work for me. This movie didn't work for me.
Yeah. And the only reason it didn't work for me is because, like, all right, one, Clint Eastwood is 91 years old. Two, he was, all right, there's a love interest at one point.
What the fuck, right? Like, what the fuck, right?
Yeah. And I felt like, dude, like, even though she's a grandma and he's the age of a grandpa or whatever, like, it just doesn't make any sense.
No.
Like, no. Oh, wow. Topher just joined us over on YouTube, it looks like.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, welcome, Topher. I just talked about you. You could rewind it about 20 minutes.
Hey, dude, I can't wait to meet you.
But so anyway, Clint Eastwood, man, love him. He's a good actor. He's a legend.
Yeah.
In this movie, he should have just been the director.
Yeah, for 100%.
He should have just been. He should not have been the main character, because the whole time, it is just, I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, dude, and I want to mention the girl who plays Fernanda, plays Letta, and Fernanda, your role plays Letta. I don't get why she's these girls are like falling over him in this movie, and he's this fucking walking skeleton, dude.
He's 91 years old.
He's a heartbeat away.
Walking like he's 91 years old.
He's a heartbeat away from death.
Yeah, and there's nothing against. I'm nothing against that. I love that he's 91 years old. He's still trying to make movies.
He should have been the main character in this movie, or one of the main characters.
No, this should have been someone. It could have been in their 70s. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's fucking 91 years old, dude. like,
and it just seemed like half the time had to be like, filming this movie had to be like he had to go take a pee.
Yeah.
So he's off the scene for 35 minutes,
I don't think it's just him. I do think that the script was a little thin. The way that the way it was changed, the way it was filmed, even the ending, it felt like a very old movie. You know what I mean? Like a very old.
It didn't feel like an old movie. It felt like they didn't add the substance in areas where substance needed to be added.
Mm-hmm. It was weird.
I didn't feel a connection. I didn't feel a connection between him and the love interest. I didn't feel a connection between him and the kid that he's supposed to bring back and supposed to become best friends with. I kind of felt it right there at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where I'm not going to ruin anything, but something happens right there at the end of it. Or I'm kind of like, all right.
It also can't wait. Like, you can't choose what it wants to be between a road trip movie or whatever. It was a little uneven when it comes to figuring out.
It's like a road trip movie mixed with like a Western, I don't know, monster movie.
When I see Clint Eastwood, I think about the best ones. I think Unforgiven. I think $1 Million Baby. I think.
You think of all the classics because he's fucking Clint Eastwood.
But to me, this is not a classic in the least bit. It's a very minor movie, and it didn't do it for me. Clint Eastwood directed and wrote in it shit and was in it, but I mean, dude, you made like Best Picture shit, and this is not Best Picture shit at all.
No. I think if he directed it and he had someone else younger.
Mm-hmm. You think you would have enjoyed it more?
And I'm not trying to be ageism, and I'm not trying to do all that shit or anything like that. But like literally, if he had just someone that could have just gone, made it feel like, okay, you could have a love interest. You can have, and the thing is though, like he just seems so fragile.
Oh, dude, yeah. Anytime you film
like there's a scene where he got in a fight and he threw a punch, and I was like, I don't think that would even.
Did you break his hand or did you,
bro? Yeah. How many times were you injured on this movie, bro?
Yeah.
Like, how old is Harrison Ford's like 70 something, right?
He's almost 80.
And yeah, and he's doing like Indiana Jones, which he's already been injured like 4 times. On the set.
I hope it's so good. I really do. I really want that movie.
I do too. But man, I don't know. Let's read some quotes and get this one over.
Okay,
fine. I don't want to down. I love Clint Eastwood. I mean, make my day, punk. Well,
we've seen really great movies he's done, but this is not a great one.
No. I wish it was better. It's not. It's one of those movies that you sit down, you watch, and you're like, all right, well, I watched that one. Like his last 2 movies, Mule. Yeah. And Gran Turismo by far, probably Gran Turismo was awesome.
Gran Torino,
yeah, that's what I meant.
And I think he did American Sniper before that. Like his last 4 movies, The Mule, Richard Jewell, The Mule, Sully, American Sniper, Jersey Boys, Jed, Your Hereafter Invictus, then Gran Torino. He did a bunch of movies, but
yeah. So here's a couple quotes. There ain't many in this movie because it's very long-winded in parts and just like, yeah, okay.
By the way, the things that Clint Eastwood says, I want you to say in Clint Eastwood voice.
Okay. Well, then this first one's not that. Okay. This is Dwight Yoakam. I'm not afraid of losing you too. Anybody now? You're lost to no one. I just want to say, I think of you as a small, gutless little man, but no reason to be rude.
And the way you said he sounds always like wooed. like I was like, he had a hard time saying that because it was old fucking movie.
Topher said 2 Mules for Sister Sarah. That's a great Clint Eastwood movie.
Okay.
Yeah. I love that movie. Usually when a woman laughs like that, A man's fly is open.
Good shit.
He's my property, and no one takes my property. The day Macho sits up here. Oh, the day Macho sits up here is the day I barbecue his ass. If a guy wants to name his cock Macho, it's okay with me.
Oh, man, it's so hard because that was supposed to be like a dirty cat joke. Oh my god, I get it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I burped it.
What's the Spanish word for irony? Well, you may not be a disgrace in Texas after all. Look at that Mickey Mouse shit. If they had a brain, they would be dangerous. You think you got all the answers, then you realize, get older, that you don't have a single goddamn one of them.
Okay, so
I guess all of them was his because everybody else was just like, yeah, and reacting to him.
By the way,
Now that I think about it,
he spent 2 weeks in Mexico without learning a fucking word of English, Spanish. Yeah. Okay, so what's your score on this?
I keep on saying 3 in my head.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And I mean 3 out of 5. I mean, out of a 5, 3. It's a decent movie.
It's fine.
It didn't really suck. It was just nothing against Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, it was
again amazing actor, but man, just be the director.
Yeah,
unless you're gonna play.
I thought his role in it didn't really fit. I'm a 3 with you. It's not fucking awful, but it's not. He didn't break any ground. This is not Mystic River. This is not $1 Million Baby. This is just something he did. You know?
It's something he did. It's a movie. HBO paid for.
All right. So I want you now we're at Rotten Tomatoes. I want you to guess the audience score on this.
Oh yeah. Now we guess the Rotten Tomato scores. If you've never been on here before, Rotten Tomatoes
audience score first.
47.
64.
Oh, higher than I thought.
Audience says Clint Eastwood may be a little old for this role, but if you can stick with the somewhat slow story, Cry Macho is a decently entertaining drama with a positive message. Okay.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. What's the Big Bad Mean Critic score on this?
52.
54. You're really close.
Very close. Damn!
Critics' consensus is Cry Macho proves Clint Eastwood remains an economic filmmaker and charismatic screen presence, albeit one who's an awkward fit for this particular project. I think if Clint Eastwood does another movie, and he is not the main character, and it's like this, I think it'd be a fun movie to watch. You know?
Yeah, I mean, and I totally agree with you on that. I mean, like I said, again, I don't know what to say more than that, man. I don't think this is the role for him at this age. And
yeah, man, I
wish him the best.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood, don't talk to chairs. Just leave that be. For people who know how to talk to chairs, you don't know how. So, are you good, man?
I'm good. I think I'm good. I don't know. Are you good?
Do you have news
what
for
are
us?
you good about?
Do you have news for
Do you
us?
know who you are?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you are?
Yeah, I think so. But
tell me what you want. What you really, really want.
Are you Tom Brokaw? Are you Tom Brokaw right now?
Are you Tom Brokaw? Are you Brokawing your Thomas with your Thomas? This is the Movies Don't Suck and Something They Knew. My name is Neil, and I'm about to tell Chris a bunch of stuff he thinks he knew, but he didn't know, and now we know because I'm telling him about the things I know to him.
All right, what we got, dude?
I'm looking, and that's the problem. I was trying to go for a couple more seconds because I was trying to figure out. I'm looking for there's one story in particular I'm looking for that I'm like, I need to probably start off with that one.
Can I start with one? I have one. This is just,
you have one?
Yeah, it's just one new. They're making the Super Mario Brothers movie. He knows to play Mario.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, Chris Pratt is playing
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, man, they're playing Princess Toadstool and Mario in a different order. But Chris Pratt's playing Mario.
Now, No, more than that. Do you know who's playing Luigi?
No, who's playing Luigi?
Charlie Day.
Charlie Day. That's perfect, dude. That's fucking perfect.
You know who's playing Bowser?
No.
Jack Black.
Perfect. Perfect, Bowser. And Peach.
Do you know who's playing Toad?
No. Who?
Keegan Michael Key.
I can see that. I hear that in my head already. And then,
you know who's playing Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong's in it?
Well, I mean, it's part of the Mario Brothers history.
I guess so. Who?
Seth Rogen.
Okay, I hear that too.
Yeah, see? They also have Fred Emerson as Cranky Kong, Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamik, and Sebastian Monteschool as Spike.
Well, I'm excited to see it. I hope it's good, dude, because the first one was awful.
Well, I mean, it's an animated movie, and it's, okay. So they get to play with it. I mean, let's be honest.
Once I'm going to see it, where you and I are going to see it, if this is as good as Sonic the Hedgehog, dude, we'll be up at it.
Mm-hmm. And the same people, it's the duo that's behind Teen Titans Go, the movie, the Lego Movie 2, the second part, Minions, The Rise of Gru, are the people that did all those is doing the Mario.
It's bound to be decent.
So yeah, that sounds great. The one I was looking for was November, never forget. The 12th of November.
Yeah.
The 12th of November is called Disney Plus Day because it is the day that they came out originally.
Okay, so what are they doing?
On Disney Plus Day, here is everything being released.
Mm-hmm.
Going streaming will be Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Yeah.
Jungle Cruise. The new Disney Plus original movie, Home Sweet Home Alone.
We have to see that, right?
Of course, because it's your favorite.
It's my favorite. We talked about a few Christmas movies, and we did the grid last year.
Mm-hmm.
And Home Alone came up first. Home
Alone was your number one, yeah. And what was mine? I think Scrooged.
Yeah, we were both surprised though.
Yeah. After doing the rating system like that, an all new original series from Walt Disney about Olaf presents a Frozen. It's a Frozen show. Then Frozen Forever, another. I guess they're going all in on some Frozen. There'll be some new shorts from The Simpsons. Season 2 of the Jeff Goldblum show from the National Geographic will be him. Special celebrating the Marvel Cinematic Universe on Disney Plus, an exciting.
When's Guardians of the Galaxy the Christmas special coming out?
That's around Christmas. Anyway, and the other one is Dope Sick, an original series starring Michael Keaton.
Interesting.
Yeah, and and a series from Star Wars called Boba Fett. Yeah. Woo!
Is it live action?
Celebrate the Fett, y'all. Celebrate the Fett.
My backpack said Jets. I'm Boba Fett. Are you? Is it a live action? Do you know?
Yes.
Oh, dude.
Yes, they got the guy and the man. Did you not watch Mandalorian?
I do. It's just I haven't seen the second season yet. So.
Oh, that's all your dumbass.
I guess so.
All right, Ernest Cline. If you don't know who Ernest Cline was, he wrote a little famous book that became a very famous movie featuring Ty Sheridan, who was in the movie we did reviewed last week.
Counter,
yeah. He was also in a movie called.
What movie?
What movie was Ty Sheridan in? What made him the most famous?
Fuck. Give me a second, dude, because I forget what he was in. Oh yeah, okay. Ready Player One. Ready Player One. Yeah, Ready Player One.
All right. The novel Ready Player 2 is going to be released on November 9th.
The movie or the novel?
They're already optioning, huh?
Okay. I haven't read the second one.
The new novel.
Okay.
The new novel.
Okay, I'll watch it. I'll definitely read it.
And it is already optioned for a movie.
Yeah, of course. He came out with the book called Armada. I didn't read it because I heard how awful it was. So I hope.
What was that?
He came out with a book called Armada, Ernest Cline.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I didn't read it because I heard how awful it was, but was it bad? Yeah, I hope Ready Player 2 doesn't suck. I read the first one, and I told you that I thought I read like kind of shitty fan fiction. you know. But the movie was fun. I hope the second one, this time.
I wanna dance with somebody.
You read?
I wanna feel the heat with somebody.
Hold on, real quick before we move on to whatever. Real quick before we move on to that story.
I literally just did a great intro.
Fine, I want to dance with somebody. I want to. Okay.
Fuck you, Neil. Let's talk about the thing I want to talk about. What's the thing you want to talk about, Chris? You interrupted the intro.
Did you read Ready Player One?
No, because I haven't had enough time in my life.
Okay.
So that's the bottom line. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So then we'll do the intro a different way. Let's do this. Let's go. My prerogative.
Okay.
That's the thing for you. It's my prerogative to tell me lie. Who is that? Who sings my prerogative?
I don't know.
Bobby Brown? You don't know who fucking Bobby Brown is?
I don't listen to rapists or beating people, you know.
So anyway, Ashton Sanders is going to be playing Bobby Brown in the new Whitney Houston biopic. He just got signed on to that. If you don't know him, he plays Bobby Diggs or Reza in Wu-Tang and American Saga, that TV series.
Yeah.
He was Jimmy Palmer in Judas and the Black Messiah. He was, he's an Equalizer 2 in The Equalizer. He played Miles Whitaker. He's a big part of some good movies out there. He is going to be taking the part of the legendary Bobby Brown.
Can we talk about how good? I can't stress how good Judas and the Black Messiah. I think it's gotten better for me since we've seen it.
Oh, Judas and the Black Messiah is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Period. American Underdog movie, a biopic drama movie based on Kurt Warner. Do you know who Kurt Warner is?
Enlighten me, dude. For people who don't know, I don't know.
Kurt Warner was a quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals.
That sounds about right.
The guy playing Kurt Warner is none other than Chuck himself, Zachary Levi.
You said like I have a clip for him, but I don't.
The story will be led by Zachary Levi, Anna Paquin from True Blood, if you don't, or Rogue from X-Men, if you're in that universe. Dennis Quaid, joining them.
I thought you were going to say Randy Quaid. I'm like, he's stuck in Canada.
Joining them will be Cindy Hogan, Adam Baldwin, Bruce McGill, Danny Vision, Chance Kelly, Hayden Seller, and also Nick Harris. It's literally based on the quarterback. American Underdog tells the inspiring story about Kurt Warner, who went from a stock boy at a grocery store to a two-time NFL MVP, NFL MVP, Super Bowl champion, and Hall of Fame quarterback.
You know what I think they need to add on to every movie. Actually, every movie we talk about this segment, Brendan Fraser.
Oh man, I wish you would have downloaded that clip. So Brandon Fraser's making a comeback, and there is a clip out there of a guy singing how much he loves Brandon Fraser.
Do you want him in the MCU?
Huh?
You want him in?
I want him in any. No, he's in the DCU. Why would I want him in the MCU? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, put him in the DCU too. I don't care. Zachary Levi plays Shazam.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this, but he plays one of the Warriors 3 in the first 2 Thor movies.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, he has a blonde wig and a goatee. That's probably why you don't notice it's him. All right, are you ready for this though?
Yeah,
This is
sure,
gonna make
of course
you happy.
I'm ready.
This is the best thing. You ready?
Yeah.
The best series ever based off of Harry Potter, not those original 7, 8 movies that sucked. The good movies, the Fantastic Beast series.
I like the original movies though.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I just wanted to piss you. I'd see if it pissed you off.
You're
Anyway.
I'm not like a super fan. I'm just like, okay, well, yeah, they're fun.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be a super fan either if I had all 7 books.
My wife is a huge Harry Potter fan.
I know.
But by the way, I need to slow down. I'm already drunk. I'm already drunk, so
nice.
Yeah,
nice. I need to catch up, bro.
don't touch it.
anyway.
No, there'll be a fucking mess on the show. We're both just like, let's
Every week.
Okay.
That's on the show. Anyway, let's continue.
All right.
Fantastic Beasts 3 has got a release date and a new name. The date is for April 15th, 2022. The name is The Secrets of Dumbledore.
That's really soon, man. Like they really went ahead with Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh no, they've been filming it. Remember, they replaced Johnny Depp with
Mads. What the fuck was that, dude?
I have no idea. Like someone just hit something outside my window. Nope, just a piece of wood fell down from the wind. I don't know. I think my house is haunted.
Do you really? You really?
I don't know what the fuck. There's this wood piece that holds up something, and anyway, I'm not going to explain how ghetto my house is. It's not ghetto. Eddie Murphy, do you know that guy?
Yeah, I know Eddie Murphy is.
Yeah. He just inked 3-picture deal with Amazon Studios.
Do you know what the movies are?
No, because it's fucking just been signed.
Okay, well, if,
so
hey man, I'm all about it. Like if Eddie Murphy's to come back to movies, I really hope he does good ones. Because I mean, and Coming to America 2 wasn't bad, dude. We liked that movie.
What movie was it?
Coming to America 2.
Coming to America.
By the way, speaking of
let's go.
Speaking, do you want to see that West Side Story that Spielberg does, or we have to talk about that on the show?
Oh, dude, of course.
Okay.
Anytime Spielberg does a movie, we got to watch it, right?
Fine.
No?
We'll watch it.
I feel like you're just not having fun with me anymore.
I'm having fun
with you. Are you not having fun doing it? Do you not like fucking doing this podcast
I love
anymore?
doing this podcast.
Are you okay?
Dude,
Are you okay?
have every Thursday penciled in for doing
You touch
this.
your penis in a great place, and it's weird, but I'm all right with it, man.
Okay,
if you're going to touch your penis there in front of me,
all right,
you got to do it.
What's
And
next
you
we're
just
talking
gotta do
about?
it right. You ready?
Yeah,
Are you
ready.
ready
I'm
for
ready.
what are we talking about next?
I don't know. You had this. You have the segment Monopoly.
Mean Girls the Musical is happening with a husband and wife directorial team. Yeah.
Who's the husband and
You
wife
like Mean Girls?
director?
Are you a big fan of the Mean Girls?
I like the Tina Fey wrote it. I think she wrote it, right? Tina Fey wrote it.
I don't know who did it.
Okay, but go ahead. Who?
But the husband and wife duo of Arturo Perez Jr. and Samantha Jane are scripted by Tina Fey, the great Tina Fey,
of course,
is coming to light. So there will be a Mean Girls musical movie, just like how Hairspray became a regular movie and then became a musical movie.
Yeah.
Now they're doing it. I don't know why they still haven't done American Idiot, the musical based on the Green Day, album, but whatever.
It's complicated. Did you see that, by the way? Did you see the Green Day musical?
Which one? No, I've seen clips. I've never seen it.
I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's good or not. So we'll see.
Hey, there's a guy, and his last name rhymes with Bacon.
Bacon, Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, like Kevin Bacon. He's cast in a conversion therapy camp horror movie.
Dude, I want to see that. Already.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm down. I don't know. Chip Dillard from National Lampoon's Animal House will be in it as well. According to Deadline, Bacon will star in an upcoming untitled Blumhouse horror film. There you go. That's when you know it's good, when Blumhouse is on top of that.
Well, it's cheap and it's good. Because they what the Blumhouse do is they put out movies that don't cost that much, but they're usually most of them are pretty good. So, yeah.
Yeah, and so like, I mean,
what are you typing in, dude?
I'm just answering the person on that, dude.
Okay.
You don't have to point it out every time. Don't be an asshole.
I'm not an asshole. I'm telling you,
You're an
just
asshole.
tap, and I'm like over here, like, okay, fine.
So this is the first time, of course, this has ever been extreme, witnessed in a horror movie. Doesn't have much more than that. That's literally the story. There's a guy named Dan, and his last name's Levy. Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah, of course I know Dan Levy is. And
he is going to direct and star in a Netflix rom-com.
I'm interested in that. I definitely want to see that.
He signed a new deal with Netflix, starring with a romantic comedy that he will star and direct. Dan Levy just talks about this son of Dan Levy already.
Are you gonna watch? Are you gonna watch Schitt's Creek, dude?
I'm halfway through, man.
Okay.
It just so much shit comes out, bro.
Okay.
So much shit. It's hard to. And I'm still finishing. I got one season left of Friends that I'm finally.
Wait, you're watching Friends, dude? Really?
For the first time? Yeah, I've told you about this.
All right, man.
It's 10 seasons, dude. I'm on the last one of that.
I'm not.
Lord of the Rings star, the guy who dies in every movie he ever plays in, Sean Bean.
Yeah, Sean Bean.
will now lead a new fantasy movie called Knights of the Zodiac.
So how early is he dying in it?
I don't know. That's what I'm gonna say, man.
Yeah.
That's the first question. Anytime I'm like, when's he gonna die? It also stars McKenna from Pacific Rim, Frankie Jansen, Madison Eastman, and is The Witcher's executive producer, is the one directing the movie. So the guy who did The Witcher, right?
Cool, man. Cool.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus joins Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy in a Kenya Barris directed comedy. No name, no idea about anything else except for now it's all of them together.
Jonah Hill, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Eddie Murphy. Okay. All right. Fine.
Yep. And then the last story, it had to be the last story because believe me, it's a big one. It was the #1 story on all of the social medias this week. I'm just saying, I want to see some mullets. I want to see some craziness. I want to see a half-naked man with a saxophone playing the remake, the reboot of probably the greatest vampire movie of all time.
Oh, so
They are remaking The Lost Boys.
But dude, the original's so good.
I know, and the sequel sucked. I mean, I'm not going to lie about that.
Yeah.
All the sequels suck of The Lost Boys. But goddamn, dude, how do you top The Lost Boys?
So
The Lost Boys
feel like
is literally.
I feel like Kiefer Sutherland has to show up somewhere at least as a cameo, right?
And Corey.
Yeah.
And Alex Winter.
Yeah. Just have him
And
show
they
up.
all got to be in it. Corey Feldman, Alex Winter.
At least as a
they gotta
cameo,
jump in
dude.
At some point.
At least as a cameo. I mean,
Have Keith wait a minute. What vampire didn't die in that movie? They all died, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh god damn.
I remember watching. I still remember when the rice he was eating turned into maggots. Like I still remember like so many things from that movie, dude. Like
it's just noodles, Mike. Michael, drink the wine, Michael. Become one of us. Yeah. I love Lost Boys. It's literally one of my favorite vampire movies of all time.
Does it be
what can I
interviewed?
say?
What's your favorite?
Don't fuck this up.
What is your favorite vampire movie though? You can't talk about that. What's your favorite vampire movie besides Lost Boys? What is it? I have two.
Man, I'll get made
I
fun
have
of,
two.
and I don't
I
give
have
a shit.
two.
I don't give a shit. You can't have two. #1. You gave me #1. I got 3. If you want to go 3,
Let's
I
do
got
3. Let's do the top 3.
All right. Top 3, easily in my brain: Interview with a Vampire, Bram Stoker's Dracula, and Lost Boys.
Okay.
Period. Nothing comes close compared to that.
Me?
Oh, shit. Fuck. What we do in Shadows.
Okay. Mine. We'll throw one in. The Swedish version. Interview with the Vampire. Don't give me your finger. And I guess
I was just coming.
In Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
The original?
Yeah.
With Luke Perry?
Yeah.
Jungle Boy's dad?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got that. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I get that. What's about Once Bitten?
I haven't seen one business. It's been a long time since I've seen Vampire Slayer.
That was the first Jim Carrey movie.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen also.
You got to see it. So god awful 80s.
I have not seen Vampire's Kiss in a long time. So.
Yeah, and another one, like I said, and the other one's What We Do in Shadows.
Yeah, sure.
Because that's the thing that broke out one of the greatest.
You know what? Switch that around with Buffy with that. Honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man.
No. I changed my mind, dude. I changed my mind. God, what was that movie with Tilda Swinton and
Hey, dude, you're drunk and you're talking a lot. Let's move on to the last movie.
Fine. But okay, what's the last movie?
You gotta hit the outro for the news segment.
But hold on, I don't want to talk about.
I
don't want to do without talking about this.
Drunk.
Hold on one second, dude. Can you
Okay. What movie?
The movie is called. Fuck. It's called.
It's called Fuck.
Yeah,
is there a movie called Fuck?
Yeah, of course. It's called Only Lovers Left Alive, which actually.
Oh yes,
that's better than all the movies I've mentioned. By the way,
I just watched a David Bowie vampire movie the other week from 1984 called Hunger. Hunger. Oh my god, it was so bad and so good at the same time. Susan Sarandon's totally butt naked too.
But only Lovers Left Alive. I was like, holy fuck! But it's so good. But yeah, let's
Yeah, in the news. That was the movies that don't suck in some of the news. That's when I tell Chris information, and because he's so drunk he can't tell, he might have already knew it. He thinks it's new stuff to him. Let's talk now about the last movie, the one, the only, The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Yeah. Directed by Michael Showalter. He's directed things such as The Big Sick, which I fucking love. The Big Sick. I think you do too, right? You're a big fan of that?
Yeah.
He's also directed The Lovebirds, which we talked about just on this show recently, last year sometime. He's a comedian. He's been in stuff like Wet Hot Red American Summer. He's done episodes of Love and Grace and Frankie. But this new movie,
Grace and Frankie is one of the best shows ever, dude.
Oh, you like it? I'm glad you like it.
Oh, I love Grace and Frankie, dude.
But he's a comedian, mostly known as comedic guy. But this movie is not a comedy. But it stars the one, the only Jessica Chastain.
I gotta watch you die all over again.
What you talking about?
I gotta find you lying in a pool of your own blood.
Yeah, and also she plays Tammy Faye Baker, and Drew Garfield plays
Just Tammy Faye, dude. She had like two different last names.
Tammy Faye. Jim Baker is played by Andrew Garfield.
Okay, there you go. You okay? You all right?
Just Spider-Man.
Costume gets it away, huh? This is pretty important, Max.
And also, Cherry Jones plays the mother of Tammy Faye. What's her name?
Her mom.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Rachel Grover.
A room with no light, no heat, and stone walls scratched by the teeth and nails of desperate men driven crazy by isolation.
And it also stars Vincent D'Onofrio as Jerry Falwell.
I've done things that I'm not proud of, Vanessa. I've hurt people, and I'm going to hurt more.
There we go. Why don't you read the storyline of this?
Oh, I got to read a storyline about this? Of course
you do.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Okay. An intimate look at the extraordinary rise, fall, and redemption of TV evangelist Tammy Faye Baker. In the 1970s and 80s, Tammy Faye and her husband, Jim Baker, rose from humble beginnings to create the world's largest religious broadcasting network and theme park. Not just one, but three religious broadcasting networks that I found out later. Anyway, and were revered for their message of love, acceptance, and prosperity. Tammy Faye was legendary for inedible eyelashes and her... Wow, that's a word I don't see every day.
Idiosyncratic.
And idiosyncratic singing, and her eagerness to embrace people from all walks of life. However, it wasn't long before financial improprieties, scheming rivals, and scandal toppled their careful constructed empire.
So, what did you know about Tammy Faye about the Bakers going into this?
Well, I mean, I met Tammy Faye. Again, I will say this: it was at Summerfest, 1988. At Notre Dame at the JCC, and I remember her just being just like, just a lovely woman. Like she was so bubbly, you know what I mean? Yeah, like when you meet someone they're just so bubbly, you're like, you don't think a single terrible thing's ever happened to them in their entire life, and that's why they're so bubbly. And but the thing is, you can see. She's had nothing but terrible things happen during her entire life. So going in, I knew who she was. And then, but, that was like 8-9 years old. And so growing up as a teen or 20s or whatever, and from then.
You should become aware of what happened to them,
Yeah. And like, everybody's like, oh, they're so fake and blah, 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 because they're on the camera about how this has had ended our lives. What's going on?
So I want to say first off, Jessica Chastain, fucking amazing in this movie. She's gonna get an Oscar.
Amazing.
An Oscar, right?
You cannot tell them apart. I watched a documentary after watching this movie. I could not
separate.
tell them apart.
Yeah. Jessica Chastain, she's nominated for Oscar. She doesn't win it. She was amazing.
If she doesn't fucking win it for this movie, that movie that wins the Oscar over her, I want to know it. And if not, I'm gonna tear that son of a bitch to the fucking ground when I get on my podcast.
Okay.
But she knocks it out of the park. Andrew Garfield.
Hey man. Good.
Oh my god.
Really good.
He did that evil fucking Jim Baker smile the whole time. That like, because Jim Baker always scared me like he was an evil fucking clown. Like he was the human version
For
of
you
it.
people who think we're gonna be nice to the other televangelists, no, we're not gonna be nice to them.
No, well, I mean, the thing is, I grew up in a TV evangelist church. So let's 100 put that out there. I grew up in Dr. Lester Summerall's church, and believe me, to me, he was like a professor. He was a guy that's like, hey, look, my opinion's this. If you don't like it, cool. Your opinion matters too. It's just this is what my opinion is, you know. And that's the way I feel like Tammy Faye felt. Like that's how she was. Like not all Christians are the same Christians. We all have different.
Tammy Faye was one of those first Christians, I think, on a national level. They accepted and loved gay people.
Yeah. And oh my God, she even had a talk show with a gay host.
Yeah.
That only lasted one season. And it was one of the first ones where the guy was openly gay and she's an openly conservative Christian. Oh my God. If that show would have gone more than like 2 years, 5 years, or whatever it was, the 1 year, I guess it was out, whatever, that could have changed the whole perspective of our entire fucking lives.
But yeah, I mean, for real, Tammy Faye Baker, she did a lot for the gay community. She's a gay icon. And fucking hell yeah, Tammy Faye. Right?
Yeah. And well, let's talk about the movie and not just the people.
Okay.
All right. Andrew Garfield and Jessica Chastain played off each other amazing. Whoever the casting director was for this movie, they should win an Oscar. All right. And it's not just them even. Vincent coming in playing Jerry Fartwell.
You showed me that clip from People vs. Larry Flint today. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies growing up is The People versus Larry Flint, Woody Harrelson. Yeah. If you've never seen The People versus Larry Flint, literally go fucking watch it. One of Edward Norton's best fucking acting, one of Woody Harrelson's best acting ever, period, in the history of cinema. But Vincent played Jerry Fartwell, and so this is the second movie Jerry Fartwell is the villain, because he's the villain in People versus Larry Flint, and he is the villain in this movie as well. And Vincent brought that like lightness, darkness to that character.
Yeah.
That in real life is the way he was.
Yeah.
And oh man, everybody played their parts.
Dude, okay, so the best thing about this movie by far is Jessica Chastain's performance. I could use a little more exposition on basically what happened to her, because the whole movie is based on that documentary in 2000. So, but when she's on camera, Tammy Faye, she performs. She's a performer.
We got to make it really clear though.
Okay.
A documentary that is hosted and narrated by RuPaul.
RuPaul. Yeah. But just Tammy Faye, when she was on camera, she would perform. So I could use a bit more of her childhood and how she felt about things a little bit deeper. But this movie tells the story of what the rise and fall pretty succinctly.
Yeah, I mean this movie was it 2 hours and 6 minutes?
Yeah.
I could have added another 30 minutes on it, and I would have still loved it. Like I was not at any time in this movie did I feel like it was too long, or
No, no.
they put too much on it.
That 2 hours went by like a blink of an eye, dude.
Like nothing. This was to be honest, I did not, and by any means, I knew this movie was coming out the weekend of my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that I wanted to kind of see it. Like, I wasn't a big fan of it, but then seeing it, I was like, holy fuck.
So it was.
I really like this movie. Like, I'm a big fan of this movie. I wanted to win every fucking award in the world. And on top of that, I really have to state this before we go dig deep into this thing. I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right. Home of ORU, Oral Roberts University, which is the last 20 minutes of this movie is based in. I could not find one fucking movie theater playing this.
I'm really surprised, dude. I'm really surprised.
I could not find one fucking movie theater in the entire city. I think the independent one was, but it was playing it at times.
Yeah.
There's no way I could.
Yeah.
There's the independent Circle Cinema. God bless the Circle Cinema. If you ever go to you come to Tulsa, it's an awesome non-for-profit indie movie theater. But no other time, no other theaters, nowhere. The AMC was not showing it here. Then you showed me Kansas City.
Yeah, plenty of times.
Which you have more theaters than me. But how many theaters do you have in Kansas City of AMC?
There are 4 or 5 here.
Yeah, 4 or 5, right?
Yeah.
We have 3 AMC theaters here, and not one of them was playing this movie.
That's wild, dude. I
like. You've given me some pretty obscure shit over the last year or two that I've been living here in Tulsa. And I still found that at AMC at weird times and shit, but I made it. But to have a movie based on a TV evangelist that started all TV evangelism, let's be very honest, the Bakers started all TV evangelism.
Well, I mean, Pat Robertson was there, but yeah.
Yeah, Pat Robertson was the beginning, but they're the ones that made it. Like, it's just like saying, hey, rock and roll was made by someone else. But
I got you. Yeah, the one that created a network that got millions of viewers.
3 networks. They created 3 networks.
Yeah, PTL.
But anyway, to have a movie about that person, and even the ending of the movie is right here in Tulsa, and not being airing anywhere.
What's your conspiracy theory?
I don't believe in conspiracy theories, but I really think ORU tried to shut it the fuck down.
Do you think that ORU is pretty
Oh, dude, it's huge.
Yeah.
They got a 60 fucking foot skyscraper, and it's huge here. And so, like, I don't know what to think about that, but it's just so weird that I could not find this movie here, and I had to find it by a different means.
Yeah.
But I still watched it, and to be honest, fucking amazing.
Good movie.
Fucking
really good
amazing.
Movie. Really good movie. Everyone did their part perfectly, and it really shed a light on that era. I knew about Tammy Faye with the crazy eye makeup and all that stuff, but like seeing her in this light I really turned the corner on who she was as a person,
Yeah, like this was like and me too, man, because I thought she was just like the bimbo chick that was married to the guy that scammed everyone.
Yeah.
And nothing against her, nothing. That was just my perception of her, of where I grew up or what I've been taught or what I've seen over media. And no, I mean, the lady literally created a puppet from the top of a shampoo bottle to like start teaching kids about what she believed.
Yeah.
And no matter what your belief on that or whatever it is on that. But the thing is, she did not believe in the hellfire and brimstone.
No, she was
of her religion.
She cared about, all she cared about was loving people.
Yes, and that is the kind of Christianity that should be taught to people.
Yeah.
Because that is what a religion should be about.
I should make it
it's
clear.
About loving people and accepting them for their differences, not chastising them for anything they have.
No, we should.
Different.
I want to make clear that I'm not a believer, but I would be more tolerant of them if they're all like Tammy Faye. You know?
Fucking A, man.
Yeah,
I 100% agree with you.
So like, I once saw this movie. I didn't know.
You're gay. I don't believe that. I don't believe in gay stuff, and it's cool. I don't believe in homosexuals, but that's you. And guess what? I'm still gonna love you for you, because guess what? We're all people.
I think Tammy Faye was 100% acceptable. Like accepted 100%. All usually didn't buy their thing. She was accepting, dude, and she loved them no matter what. And that I really feel like that should be everyone. Honestly.
Dude, she pissed off so many people in the 1980s. Was it 1985 or 1984?
Yeah,
when she did that interview, which would be like a Zoom call now. With a man that was a preacher that was gay and had AIDS.
Yeah.
At a point where AIDS was, didn't they have a different name for AIDS back then?
Right then they just called AIDS, but GRIDS was the thing, which stood for gay-related intestinal disease.
Yeah. And she was just like, I can't understand how, as a Christian person, you can't love another person that's going through something like this.
It was a pretty powerful moment in the movie, for sure.
She is like one of the rare Christians that believe only God can judge you, not me. My job here is to love you, accept you for who you are. Judgment is the day you die. That has nothing to do with me. And she is the anti-Karen.
Yeah, anti-Karen.
Anti-Karen is Tammy Faye.
You guys should definitely go out and check the Eyes of Tammy Faye. It's probably your local theater unless you're in Tulsa.
I was near Tulsa, Oklahoma.
By the way, guys, I'm not. I only knew ancillary things about Tammy Faye, and The Eyes of Tammy Faye is a good movie. Fucking Jessica Chastain is fucking amazing. She will win an Oscar. I'm predicting that right now.
I hope she does, or at least a Golden Globe. Yes. I hope she gets some trophies for this. Yeah. Something.
Yeah.
Because my God, what a good film! What a good film! Like, they knocked it out of the park. I was so happy. My wife was so pissed at me that I watched this, and like afterwards, I'm telling her about it, and she's just like, "Why didn't you?" Because I was like, I didn't know this was going to be like this. I didn't know this was going to be that good of a film.
Yeah.
I didn't know that tomorrow I want to go buy a Tammy Faye Baker poster and put it on my fucking wall. But I do.
Yeah,
I do. I definitely do. Tammy Faye. I want Tammy Faye T-shirts. I'm going to see if I can.
By the way, I want to mention her tryst with Gary. Gary was hot, man, in that movie.
Oh my God! And he had a big penis.
Yeah, I know, that was weird. That was weird. After this,
let's get the quotes.
Okay, go for it.
All right, quotes before we give our rating. You guys are the Ken and Barbie of the evangelisms. That's my trademark, and no one wants to see me without my trademark. Little girls that lie go to hell. You're going to hell, Tammy. You don't belong here. You don't belong anywhere. You ugly. The reason I wrote that one down was because that's the reason I think she wore so much makeup.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody kept on telling her that her whole life.
Yeah.
When Jesus calls you home, you think you're going to get a bonus for making yourself miserable?
Yeah.
Before God found me, I wanted to be a radio DJ. Oral Roberts went to college. He even has one named after him. Religion is boring and dull, but Jesus is fun and life. We are blessed, 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 blessed. We don't deserve it, but we are blessed, 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 blessed. Okay. Writing. If you follow blindly, then you are all blind.
Mm-hmm.
Gary, aren't you glad he touched you? Gary, you're so big. What's wrong? I think my water just broke. The first Christian water park. We are fishes of men, and that is the bait. People don't treat important men the way they treat it. Because of our satellite, we will broadcast the word of Christ 24 hours. They don't bought their own fucking satellite. I mean, how do you go?
I know.
A Coliseum Are you planning on sacrificing Christians? How sad is that we as Christians that are supposed to love everyone won't put our arms around an AIDS patient and tell them that we care?
Yeah.
I'm sick of my faith in you. Have you ever seen this woman? I wouldn't try a can of soup. I'm sorry. I wrote it wrong. Darkness.
Yeah.
Have you seen this woman? I wouldn't trade a can of soup for her.
Yeah, no.
Sam Kinison.
Yeah.
Was in the movie. Yeah. I got an invitation to the Oral Roberts University to sing.
All right, man. What do you think? So we're on run some. Oh, what my score? I'll give my score first. You give yours.
Give yours.
Mine's at 3.8 on this, man. I really like this movie.
Oh wow! You liked it at 3.8, huh?
Yeah, I thought that the story itself. I think they could have focused more on Tammy's story, but other than that, man, the acting by Jessica Chastain out of this world, man, out of this world. It's incredible.
Out of this world. I thought the acting was a lot better than yours, dude. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, what's your score?
Are you ready for this shit? Yeah. Are you ready for this shit?
Yeah, of
course. Are you really ready? Are you ready to be in awe of what I'm about to say? A 4.5. I think this movie was one of the best acted movies that we have seen all fucking year long.
Shit, man.
For me, to take me, who has the opinion I have on TV evangelism, and to change my opinion about a person that I've seen in TV evangelism my entire life, and to change my opinion on them, and to see her as she truly is, and not just what it was. Man, how awesome is this film? I would probably even give it higher if I didn't think I'd be ridiculed by everybody that's ever listened to me on anything. But to be honest, the acting of Jessica Chastain, the character acting. I've seen. Let's just be honest.
My score's up a little bit. It's before.
Of course it is. Of course it is. You're gonna go 4.0 now, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because you hear my opinion about it.
Yeah.
All right. So listen to this. How many movies has Jessica Chastain been in?
Lots.
Right. Yeah. And every time you see her in a movie, you're like, oh, Jessica Chastain. This is a Heath Ledger as the Joker. This is a fucking movie where you completely lose who the goddamn actor is.
She's a fucking chameleon, dude. She's a chameleon.
And she chameleon. This is a Daniel Day-Lewis fucking acting. Period.
Yeah.
And you might not agree with what the Bakers are or what they did or anything like that. You may not agree with that. And that's fine. That's your opinion. My opinion's different. It's cool. It seems like they're doing positive and they're having fun and they're making Christianity more fun than you're going to burn in hell. Instead they're like, hey, let's have some puppets and here's a penis pump and stuff like that. And because of, to the point where it almost seemed like a documentary.
Yeah.
It did not seem like I was watching a movie anymore.
Even the camera style was like that. Even the camera style was like that was a little shaky cam.
Yeah. And even when I go back, afterwards is when I went and watched the actual documentary this movie is based on. If you go do that, dude, your points are going to raise wide.
Yeah, you think so? Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those that you're like, I can't tell, even though I'm watching a documentary 21 years earlier, you in your brain, you can't turn off that's Jessica Chastain. That's what I'm saying. That's why my score is a little higher, just because after the movie, I went and watched the hour and 15-minute long documentary on Tammy Faye, and
can we say something quick?
Knocked out of the park.
Jerry Falwell and Baker and all those Jerry Falwell, Jim Baker and Pat Robertson. Fuck all you guys. You're awful people.
Anybody that ever takes money from someone based off of their faith and their belief, so then they make other people poor to make them richer, and then you're gonna live in a fucking mansion. No, Dr. Lester Summerall and the guy I was with and stuff like that when I was in TV evangelism, he had a shitty 2-bedroom house that was like right next to the church, and by means, it was beautiful. It was, it was what it would be for him and his wife. By any means, they lived in no mansion on no fucking hill. They didn't drive no Mercedes Benz. Every outfit that Dr. Lester Summerall wore was suits given to him from people.
Yeah.
Like he had a baby powder blue freaking suit that he wore to the day he died in 95. And he was just like, he would give you every dollar out of his wallet if you would have gone up and asked.
Yeah.
That, if you're in that religion, that's how you should be.
Yeah. Okay, so
I agree with that. I agree with your opinion on that.
Okay, so what's the audience score on this on Rotten Tomatoes?
Man, I'm gonna be disappointed no matter what I say. 78.
83.
Oh, nice!
Yeah,
5% off.
yeah.
I'm not bad. All right.
So what's the critic score on this?
Man, I don't want them to disappoint me. I don't want to say the number. All right, I'm gonna say a number. I'm gonna go lower than what I think. 86.
66.
Ah! Why? Why, critics? Give me your bullshit reason. Tell me.
The Eyes of Tammy Faye might have focused more sharply on its subject story, but Jessica... Oh, I'm sorry. The Eyes of Tammy Faye might have focused more sharply on its subject story, but Jessica Chastain's starring performance makes it hard to look away. So, I think they want more story, and I'm with them, but I can't...
I think they told a lot of story. The thing is, you're covering someone that was in the media for like what, 50 years, 30 years, 40 years. I mean, to the day she died in 2009.
Yeah.
And the time she arrived in what, the 1970s?
Yeah.
I mean, and it just...
Yeah, dude, I do think it's low. I really like this movie, so we'll just have to wait for it.
Man, they better give it better. I just wanted to get the respect.
Okay.
All right, what movies are we watching next week?
Watching Prisoners of Ghostland.
Yes,
yeah.
The Nicolas Cage. It's on VOD.
I'm rewatching it. I saw it at Panic Fest last year, or 2020 Panic Fest.
Yeah, but this is, to be honest, when I was doing the news segments, it came up on 3 different websites.
Yeah, it's
reviews.
It's new for everyone. I saw it back at Panic Fest. I can't wait to talk about it again. I'm really excited we could talk about it.
You only talked about it for about like 5 seconds.
Yeah, now I can't. Now I can't wait to talk about like a full thing. And then the other one is, what's the other one that you chose?
It wasn't The Starling.
No, it wasn't.
You chose it. You chose the other one.
No, I didn't. You chose it.
Yeah, you did, dude. I just sent you I just sent you the shit that was coming out, and you're like, yeah, that one, buddy.
No, you said I'm choosing this one. And it was a movie about a British kids doing drag.
Oh yes, everything about James.
Yeah, everybody's talking about Jamie. So we're doing this too.
Everybody's talking about Jamie, and by any means, yeah. That's definitely a movie I want. It's like #1 everywhere right now.
Yeah, we're watching.
Didn't you want to? Oh, The Guilty's not out till October 1st.
Yeah, not until next week. So
everybody's talking about Jamie and the Prisoners of Ghostland.
So we'll talk about that next
week. This has to be the one. Because The Starling looks good, but man, I am just not in the mood for something depressing right now.
Yeah, I got you.
I had a lot of shit go down last week.
Well, we'll talk about it later. So if this is online, it's on net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/podcast.
Do you need help on this one? I got
it. We're on Twitter at NBTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at NBTS Podcast. We have patreon.com/movies don't suck. We're on Bonfire. Search your name on bonfire.com. Movies don't suck.
Are you stoned?
No, I'm not stoned. We're all streaming platforms. You watch us on YouTube, subscribe to watch us on Facebook. Go and like that page. And we're all streaming platforms. So what do we do for small businesses, pal?
If you're a small business, no matter who you are, where you're at, our thousands of listeners want to hear about you. Believe me, we have some people. We're not going to charge you a single dollar. We are not a radio station. If you want to support, challenge, or put your information out there for us to advertise, we'll be more than happy. Just message us at any one of our 942 platforms that we are on.
I mentioned them all.
And you mentioned most of them. You forgot about Pornhub.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Anyway, Yeah. Anyway, that Pornhub site we have.
Yeah.
It gets raunchy there.
Yeah.
But if you're on any one of our platforms, be more than happy to send us some information. I'll be more than happy to promote you free of charge at the beginning of the show, just like you heard earlier. And that's it, man. How you feeling? You feel like this is a good episode?
I feel like let's see head out there.
That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
I'm Chris.
And remember, anytime you're walking through the middle of the meadows, trying to figure out who you want to be, remember, we should all inspire to be Tammy Faye. Have a good night.